Before we begin this meditation, know that if at any point during this meditation you feel the need to pause the meditation so as to stay with any specific part of it before continuing, you can and should absolutely do that.
Allow your shoulders to sink.
Start by getting comfortable.
Taking the tension out of your back.
Find a position seated or lying down, and rest your arms at your sides.
With the hint of a smile on your face.
For the moment, keep your eyes open and keep your gaze fixed on one spot in the room. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. One more time, take a deep breath in and exhale slowly.
Allow the breath to take form without any effort.
Now let your breathing find its own natural, unhurried rhythm.
Just being aware of the inflowing and the outflowing breath. Settling into this space, this time to deepen into a meditative state. Now imagine
Feel yourself settling in
money,
and feel yourself relaxing.
most wanted to come. You could imagine coins or yen. You could imagine dollar bills or euros or rupees.
As you relax, place your attention on your eyelids and notice your eyelids beginning to feel heavy.
Imagine money in whatever
Notice
state
each
is most
blink
relatable.
becoming slow. Just play with the heaviness of your eyelids until opening your eyes feels like an effort. And instead of fighting that heaviness in your eyelids, go ahead and allow your eyes to close.
Now imagine that your breath is like a supreme magnet.
When we become adults, we think that the story of our childhood ends, but it doesn't.
Imagine that every time you breathe
In fact, our child self remains alive within us.
to you,
Each and every one of us,
and every time
regardless of how loving or unloving our upbringing was,
stands still,
holds within ourselves the essence of the child that we once were. One part of us grew up,
money is being pulled
but the
towards
other part stayed a child.
you. Breathing out.
So today you are seeking something specific within your internal world. You are seeking your inner child.
Breathing in. The money is being pulled even closer to you. And breathing out. It stands.
Imagine, sense, or feel that inside of you somewhere is a room. This room will serve as a meeting place for you and your inner child. The room can be empty, or it can be full of any details you may wish to add to it. Either way, this room is a meeting place that is safe. Spend a moment noticing how this room looks
Now
and feels
imagine
to you.
that every time you breathe in, you breathe this money into you. Imagine it soaking through your skin with every in-breath. And imagine it settling within you and building up with every out-breath. Breathing in, the money is pulled into me. Breathing out, it accumulates. And again, breathing in, the money is pulled even faster and deeper into me.
Now invite your inner child to arise from deep within your internal world and appear there in the room before you. Your intention is to see,
2 minutes,
feel,
my voice guiding you.
hear, understand,
Close attention
and come to know your inner child.
to experience.
So to begin with, closely observe your child self.
Feel gratitude arise within
First,
you
notice everything that is on the outside.
from the universe.
How old is your child self?
How it feels to breathe in so much money that you have to do something with
What is your inner child doing or not doing? Notice this child's physical features. Notice this child's attitude, position, demeanor, body language, and expressions. What smells do you notice? What sounds do you notice? What is your initial impression of this child? Next, shift your attention to everything that is on the inside of this child. What is going on in this child's internal world? What emotions are this child feeling? Can you see or feel the qualities of these emotions?
See that the money needs somewhere to go, or you will have to try to stop the money from flowing into you.
What thoughts are this child thinking?
So imagine yourself shifting so that you are now like a channel.
What beliefs does this child
A
hold?
channel where money is unlimitedly,
Can you hear them?
constantly flowing into you and out from you.
What stories are this child creating about themselves and about the people, places, and things around them?
Bank account, or several. Imagine buying things with it. Imagine giving it away. Imagine investing it into things that bring even more money to you.
What stories are this child creating about the world?
Feel the feeling of knowing that your entire job now is to find
What painful
things to give
memories
this money
are
to,
this child carrying?
to find things to spend this money on,
Can you see flashes of those memories,
to set yourself free,
like short film clips from your childhood?
to decide what lifestyle you want to live the exact life you want to live. What are you going to do with it all?
Having seen what you have seen so far about your inner child, what do you intuitively feel inspired to say to this child, or to do for this child right now and right here in this room? For example, maybe you feel that it is right to kneel down to the child's level, or to scooch closer to them, or to hug or to hold this child, or to say something specific and loving to them. Sense or feel what feels right to say or do right here and now for your inner child, and do it. Your child self may trust you immediately, or your child self may be suspicious and afraid of you. After all, you may have demonstrated, through your thoughts and actions over the years, that your inner child should not trust you. However your inner child responds to you is an indication of how you have been treating yourself, especially those parts of yourself that are the most vulnerable. Don't expect your inner child to trust you. It is your job to prove to your inner child that you can be trusted to think, speak, and act in their best interest. So no matter how your inner child responds to you, continue to be open, receptive, warm, curious, and loving toward this child. Now see if you can initiate a conversation between yourself and your inner child. Don't think about actively finding out the answers to the questions you ask your inner child. Just let the answers come out, and know that the answers you receive may sound very sophisticated, or they may sound very childlike. Either way is perfectly right. And remember to assure your inner child that you genuinely want their honest truth, and that there will be absolutely no consequences for their honesty, only improvement. Ask your inner child how they are feeling today. Ask them what they are thinking about. Ask them what they are afraid of. Ask them what they like. Ask them what they dislike. Ask them what they really want and what they really need.
Now spend some time with this realization. Spend some time with this feeling of freedom and ease. Spend some time feeling the relief within your body. As you breathe in,
You may also want to ask them about how they feel and what they think about aspects of their life as a child. Like how they feel and what they think about the people in their life, such as mommy, daddy, sister or brother, pets, friends, or anyone else that might be around them. See how they feel about the place they live and go to school. Ask them deeply about their life in the childhood that you already experienced. Now ask them about how they feel and what they think about aspects of your life as an adult. If they aren't aware that you are them, only older, and that they grew up to be you, you can tell them who you are, and you can invite them to access the awareness of your adult life as it is right now. Or even bring out a little video screen and show them a movie of your life as it is right now, what you do every day, the people in your life now, the places you visit. And then ask them about how they feel and what they think about aspects of the life that you are living as an adult. For example, find out how they feel and what they think about the significant people in your life, like friends, pets, community, family, colleagues, boss, romantic partners, or anything else that might be around you. See how they feel about the places you live and spend time.
It could be
Ask them deeply about their opinion about your life now,
Free,
as an adult.
not having to work anymore, a lifestyle, an education, or a gift you'd like to give someone.
Ask them how they are feeling about it.
Whatever it is, reflect now on what it is that you most frequently wish that you had.
Ask them what they are thinking about it.
Now feel what it would be like.
Ask them what about your adult life they are afraid of.
What is the sensation that you are feeling in your body right now when you feel the feeling of having what you want?
Ask them what they like about your adult life.
There will be sensations.
Ask them what they
arising
dislike about your adult life.
feel the feeling of your dream coming true.
Ask them what they want to have stay the same about it.
You might feel freedom or peace, joy or comfort.
Ask them what they need you to change about it.
Go to the end state.
Ask them what they really want and what they really need
Go to the
in your
state
life the way it is right now.
feeling and experiencing the thing that you want. Feel the sensations you'll feel when you have the thing that you really, really want.
Next, invite your inner child to ask you any questions they may want to ask you, and to ask you for anything they may want to ask you for.
It's a mansion overlooking the ocean.
And make sure that you answer them and respond honestly and sincerely,
Walking through the
working to establish a mutually safe,
looking out
trusting,
at the sunset.
honest, and symbiotic relationship with this child.
What is the feeling you will have as the ocean breeze floats through the hallways of the house? What will it smell like? What emotion arises within you when you know that this is your house and it is completely paid off?
Thank your inner child for being so honest with you. How might you show how sincerely happy you are for the interaction that they are having with you today?
Already having this thing that you want in as much detail as possible.
And now see if there are any desires or needs that this child has that you can meet right now.
Keep on being
For example, if your inner child needs a playmate,
as you can.
imagine, sense, or feel yourself giving this child a playmate.
Stay there with it.
Or if the child is injured and needs to be healed,
Will create for
imagine, sense, or feel yourself tending to and healing this child.
whatever it is that you want.
Or if this child needs food, imagine, sense, or feel yourself giving this child food. Or if this child needs to just be held while he or she grieves, just imagine, sense, or feel yourself holding this child unconditionally and being with this child in their difficult emotions.
Just be
Or if this child needs a safe place to call home within you,
as you
then imagine, sense, or feel yourself co-creating a safe place where this child can live within you. Or if what this child wants is for you to never leave them again, assure them of the fact that you won't leave them, and that they can talk to you and be with you whenever they want to. Or if they want a toy, imagine giving them the perfect toy and watching them play with it.
excitement,
Or if the child is tired,
security,
imagine tucking them into a cozy warm bed,
signature
or letting them sleep inside your own heart.
that like a beacon
There is no limit
to you.
to what you can do for your inner child. You can ask the child and let the child be your guide for what he or she wants or needs. Or you can let yourself intuitively perceive what this child wants and needs, and truly play out giving that needed or wanted person, place, thing, or experience to them. And when you and your child feel complete with the interaction until next time, tell him or her anything that you feel like you may need or say to your inner child, or that they need to hear.
Now bring yourself
And express your affection and care for this child in whatever way feels right and needed for you to do. Assure them that you will always be there to take care of them, and see the interaction coming to completion in whatever way feels good.
And now take a deep
For example, see your inner child dozing off to a peaceful sleep,
open your eyes.
or running off to play, or being lovingly held by someone, or coming to join you in your adult life, or anything else that might bring about a sense of positive completion.
Do this guided meditation whenever you would like to invite more financial abundance into your life. By doing this meditation, you are entering the feeling signature that will bring about your heart's desire for you. Allow your eyes to close gently.
Now imagine, sense, or feel the image of this room inside yourself and this interaction with your inner child fading back into the depth of your inner world.
Allow your shoulders to sink, taking the tension out of your back and neck. With the hint of a smile on your face,
Take a deep breath
your
in
attention to your nostrils
and exhale slowly.
and just be aware of your breath,
One more time, take a deep breath in
the inward breath and the outward breath.
and exhale slowly. Now
Allow
let
the
your
breath
breathing
to
find its
flow
own natural, unhurried rhythm.
Allow the breath to take form without any effort or force. Just being aware of the inflowing.
Now take a moment to reflect back on this interaction with your inner child.
Settling into this space.
What are your impressions now?
To a meditative state. Now imagine an unlimited amount of money.
What sticks out to you most in
Whatever
retrospect?
state you most wanted to come.
Did you discover anything about yourself?
You could imagine dollar bills, or euros, or rupees.
How do you feel now
You could
toward your inner
imagine
child?
checks with amounts written on them. Imagine money in
Can you
whatever
see the
form
ways that the
it
feelings and beliefs of your childhood self have carried on into your adult life? How do you feel and what do you think about the interaction? What action do you now know that you need to take as a result of this interaction?
Now imagine that your breath is like a supreme magnet. Imagine that every time you breathe in, you breathe this money closer to you. And every time you breathe out,
Knowing that you are in the process of developing an ongoing positive, loving, trusting, and truly symbiotic relationship with this child within yourself,
is being pulled
and that
toward
today was a big step forward,
breathing out.
set the intention
It's
to keep within you this internal sense of and this deep connection with your inner child.
Again, breathing in. The money is being pulled even
Knowing that the
closer
better
to
it
you.
gets, the better it
Breathing out.
gets. Move your arms and legs a little, feeling your muscles waking up. And as I count backward from 3 to 1, you will feel yourself rising up and out from the depths of your internal world to the surface of external alertness and wakefulness to open your eyes. 3, 2, 1.